Hello, this is Rory with the Love Chat, and today's topic is issues create more issues. Now, this is video number 219. If you have a question you'd like for me to consider featuring on the Love Chat, please write it in a comment below. And if you enjoy my videos, I'd be really grateful if you'd subscribe and hit like. If you're interested in getting coaching on your particular situation, just visit my website, thelovechat.net/coaching. This is sort of a weird concept that we don't really ever think about, but the whole video idea is based on how issues compound on each other and create more issues. And so now, are we fighting the original cause, or are we fighting all the symptoms of that cause? Much in the same way, if I'm taking a certain medication that makes my hair fall out, and the doctor gives me medication to make my hair grow back, while ignoring the initial cause my hair fell out. Another way to consider it is that many hospitals and organizations are focused on sick care rather than health care. So, what am I getting at in terms of the relationship context? Well, let me paint a picture for you. Let's say you're dating a partner and the partner is showing you some jealousy, some insecurity. Perhaps you're friends with somebody of the opposite sex or whatever the case may be, and they're jealous and they're afraid that you're giving that person all of your attention. Now, you're trying to tell your partner, look, I care about you. I go home with you at the end of the night. I talk to you every night. We do everything together. You have nothing to worry about. And yet your partner still feels jealous, they still feel anxious, and there's not really much you can do about it. Reason being, it's a problem that stems from them. So what happens after this point? Well, for most people, you learn that whenever they hear about this other friend, they get upset. And so, what am I going to do? I don't want them to be upset. I don't want them to give me any anxiety over something I haven't done wrong. And so, eventually we break down and we just stop telling them. So now what's happened? Well, now because you're not going to tell them, because you realize that only negative things happen whenever you tell them, and they won't listen to anything you have to say, you begin these little white lies. Maybe you're hanging out with your friend, truly platonically. There's nothing going on. But I'm not going to tell my partner because every time that I'm honest with them and I tell them, they only punish me for it. They only tell me how jealous and insecure they are. I only reassure them. They don't do the work to help them get past this point. And it continues. So now let's say that this partner that I've been telling the white lies to finds out that I've actually been hanging out with this person the whole time. Well, now enters mistrust. Because the partner I was with thinks, well, if you guys weren't doing anything, why did you lie to me about it? And whenever you tell them, because whenever I brought it up, you'd have a mini meltdown. So now the trust that you once had in the relationship is now broken. And along with it, communication is broken because you both learn that when I tell you something, you don't believe it, and no answer I ever give you is good enough. And so I don't know what to tell you. So I stop telling you. So jealousy led to white lies. They led to mistrust, to broken communication, and eventually we end up at resentment due to bad communication, due to small white lies, and ultimately that leads to arguing all the time, which is the ultimate form of killing a relationship, because now you learn all of these interactions with your partner cannot be resolved, but it's not due to the original problem, which was jealousy. It's due to the jealousy, plus the white lies, plus the mistrust, plus the broken communication, plus the resentment. And it turns into this thing that was once repairable and now is not. This, my friends, is how arguing transforms. How many times have you heard, I don't even remember the original reason we started this fight. How many times can you think in your relationship, past, present, maybe future, that this has or will happen? It's insane because we take that same mentality to solving arguments. We don't think about the original cause of the argument. We think of the latest point that's been brought up, and we counterpunch, and we defend, and ultimately nothing goes anywhere. I, personally, have a simple remedy for this, and I want everybody here to try it and tell me what you think. And maybe for you it won't work. Write down the original cause of any argument you've had. And I want both you and your partner, or you and your ex, or you and whatever, your best friend, your mom, to write down your point of view. Hand the piece of paper to the other person, read it, calmly discuss. you'll find with this practice, it works well for several reasons. The first of which is time. You're giving each other time. It takes time to sit down and write out all of your thoughts on a sheet of paper. And if you did it well, the paper should be almost full, if not full. So there's time. There is proper communication. You were able to sit down and write out everything you meant to say. You were able to look it over, read it over, see if you agree a day later, and then when you finally hand it in, it's the final project. Meaning, you said exactly what you meant to say, minus the heat of emotion, which is the third benefit. I want you guys to try it and tell me what you think. It's going to require some patience. It's going to require some eye rolling because at first you're like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe it got to this point. But just try it. Tell me what you think, and down below, tell me if you guys have any other suggestions that can help the greater community work through some of these issues. All in all, patience, love, and a willingness to work with each other is exactly what will get you through any weirdness that might happen in a relationship. That's all I have for today. If you found my video helpful, I'd be so very grateful if you'd subscribe and hit like. Please leave a comment below and tell me what topics you want me to cover in the future. Additionally, if you'd like extra videos every week, private live streams with me, and free giveaways of my best-selling book on Amazon, just visit my Patreon. Patreon.com/thelovechat. Until next time.